Greetings, welcome to Talk with Syed. This video is only for class 10th CBSE and we are gonna cover important questions. Which factors were responsible for price rise of food grains in Britain in late 19th century? And the answer is the factors responsible for the rise of food grains were increasing demand for agricultural products, increasing demand of food grains, and increasing population. Question 2. Why did Gandhiji start non-cooperation movement? And the answer is Gandhiji started the non-cooperation movement of 1921 because according to Gandhiji, the British rule was established in India with the cooperation of Indians and had survived only because of this cooperation. So the time had arrived to withdraw cooperation from the British. After returning from Africa in 1915, Gandhiji launched some local satyagraha, but he was looking for an opportunity to launch a national level movement against the British. The First World War of 1914 added the misery of the Indian people. Heavy taxes, high prices, famines and epidemics made people's life miserable. British in India passed a Rowlatt Act even after the opposition by Indian leaders. This act curbed political activities and allowed the detention of political prisoners. This Rowlatt Act was opposed by the Indian leaders with long time of revolts, protests and hartals. Question 3. How did the non-cooperation movement unfold in cities and towns of India? The answer is the non-cooperation movement unfolded in the cities and towns in India by the following ways. The movement started with the middle class participation in the cities. Thousands of students left government-controlled schools and colleges. Many teachers resigned. Lawyers gave up their legal practices. The council elections were boycotted in most of the provinces except Madras, and food grains were boycotted. Liquor shops picketed and foreign clothes burned in huge bonfires. So this is how the movement in towns and cities started. Let's go to question 4. Describe the impact of the First World War on Indian industries. Answer is the First World War created a dramatically new situation for the Indian industries. With the British mills busy with the war production to meet the needs of the army, Manchester imports declined in India. Indian mills had a vast home market to supply. As the war prolonged, Indian industries were called upon to supply war needs like jute bags, clothes for army uniforms. New factories were set up and old ones ran multiple shifts. Many new workers were employed and everyone worked for longer hours. Over the years, industrial production boomed. Manchester could not recapture its old position in the Indian markets. Local industries consolidated their position by capturing the home market. This is how the First World War brought some impact on the Indian industries. Let's go to the final question. Describe any three major problems faced by the Indian cotton weavers in 19th century. Answer is the problems faced by the cotton weavers in India during 19th century are as follows. A long decline of textile exports from India made them jobless and even revenue-less. Weaving regions of India narrated sorrowful stories. The local market shrank, being gutted with the Manchester imports. The imports from Manchester were considered superior. They had thus monopolized the market and this further resulted in decrease in their sales. Produced by machines at lower cost, The imported cotton goods were so cheap that weavers could not easily compete with them. The factories in India began production, flooding the market with machine goods, increasing more problems to the Indian weavers. So, in this video, we have covered 5 important questions from history. Please subscribe to the channel and comment for suggestions.